Okay, welcome everyone. Charlie Wolf here, Sunday streams. And yeah, we've got a bit of a shorter stream lined up for you guys tonight, but a stream nonetheless. We've got two fascinating matches for you guys. And before I go into introducing those matches, let me just welcome my co-commentators for the evening. None other than the Stabs, FTS Stabs, and FTS, the Shalzable. FTS boys, how you doing, guys?
No doubt.
Pretty good.
For the Shaolin boys joining tonight, in duo even.
The Shaolin duo, the Kung Lao and the Liu Kang of the FGC African scene. Something like that.
Something like that, exactly. For the Shaolin never dies.
Well, guys,
yeah, thanks for having us, Dolphy.
Say that again?
So thanks for having us again.
Oh, it's my pleasure. You know, I always find it rather lonely on the stream when I'm just here on my own. So normally, if it's not Blino, we have to just mention this. The Picasso of the FGC today is in fact celebrating his birthday. So from CharlieWolfGaming and the entire FGC Africa community, to which you've just become such an important part of, we just want to wish you a hearty and happy birthday. Hope you guys, your family, your loved ones, your friends, etc., are having a fantastic day. Wish you all the best. We wish you many, many more. And yeah, you know, the amount of things you do for us as a community is immeasurable. And we just want to thank you from our side as well. Have a fantastic day, Mr. Picasso himself, Mr. Blino. And yeah, we hope to see you on stream very, very soon. From Charlie Wolf, FGC Africa, and everybody that's part of this family called Mortal Kombat 11.
100% Wolfie. Yeah, big happy birthday to Brian. Look, I'll tell you what, the Blino, the Picasso, the Shah Khan main. I had a chat with him this morning. I said to him, when I see him in person, I'll buy him a beer. I see you. You just dropped a nice message to him as well on the group there. It's nice to see, and I'm sure he's had a good day. So everyone there, go spam his inbox and wish him a solid MK Combat birthday. How do you wish happy birthday in Mortal Kombat?
Friendship.
Let it like
with a
friendship. Yeah, friendship or do you let him win?
Mercy into friendship.
Probably a
Mercy,
friendship
into brutality.
Something like that, yeah. Get him onto the finishing screen and then do a brutality so that he contact the contact the L.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright guys, so let's just introduce the matches. First up we've got Dominic J 5000 versus Checkmate. Now just to give you some history on this particular match, there's not too much to talk about other than the fact that Checkmate made his debut on Thursday on CharlieWolfGaming, went up against the Flavor 13, who is an understudy of Mr. 5000. In fact, both of them made their PS4 debuts on stream on Thursday, and Checkmate put in a rather impressive showing. It was immediately after that game where I asked the entire chat if there's anybody that wants to take Checkmate on Sunday, they should please DM me. And Dominic J 5000 duly obliged. He said, listen, I would like to play the guy. It looks like he can play really well. And that's how the match came about. So guys, this is not the Salt series. There's no salt, there's no beef, there's no funny business between the competitors. These guys are just here to put on a show for you guys, the audience. And yeah, you're going to see Dominic J 5000 going up against Checkmate. We've already got Checkmate in the lobby. We're just going to get Dominic J 5000 in as well, and we'll get our first game underway. Any thoughts, guys?
Yeah, that's good to see. You know, there's nothing like a good, I'll step up to the plate, and good to see Dominic do that. I'm aware that obviously Checkmate's new to the PS scene, so he's come over from Xbox. And obviously he's making his way through the gauntlet. I guess a couple players obviously wanting to have games with him. Good to see that go down. Kev, have you seen Checkmate play yet?
I have not, but it's kind of a coincidence that we're stuck with a generic background screen tonight with Mortal Kombat 11, with Scorpion being on the front over there. Because if I remember correctly, a couple of weeks back, I saw a tweet from Checkmate proclaiming that he's one of the best or the best Scorpion player in South Africa. So I'm really excited to see how he plays with Scorpion. I'll be a little bit disappointed if he doesn't pick Scorpion, but
Well, let's see. Maybe he'll bring something else to the table.
It's difficult to say because he actually put out a tweet a bit earlier on. In fact, a poll saying to his guys, his followers, who do they think he should actually be playing today. I did not see the results of the poll, but the 3 characters that he had on the poll was in fact Scorpion, Rain and Cabal. And what I can tell you is that I've played him with each of those characters, and he's capable and competent with all 3 of them. So just before we get into the game, guys, part of the reason why I actually, and there's a bit of background here, I actually reached out to a buddy of mine from the scene, and he said he's willing to lend a PS4 to Checkmate. We then, on last week Friday, went out to Checkmate's place, dropped the PS4 off there, and basically said, listen dude, there's a couple of conditions here. We'll warm you up. He's never owned a PlayStation in his entire life. So Xbox 360, Xbox One, that's all he's ever owned. So it's the first time he's actually got a PS in his possession. And I said, listen dude, we'll get you a couple of matches to get you warm, get used to the controller, reach out to the guys in Combat League, reach out to the guys in Casuals, whatever the case may be, get yourself used to the control, because there's really 2 things we want to see. The tweet where he says, or not the tweet, but the description of who he is on Twitter, where he says he is the #1 Scorpion and Nightwolf, I think, and #1 Rain player, etc., etc. I just thought, you know what, this is a great opportunity for you to go up against the best in the PS scene, and the only way he was able to do that with crossplay being so limiting was to actually get the PlayStation, and that's what he's got now. So the Khan of Africa tournament is coming up on the 6th and the 7th. You know, he wants to be part of the community, of the stream community, and he's gonna be on CharlieWolfGaming for as long as he's able to have that PS4.
That's good.
This
That's good to hear.
This is his second game. So obviously he's going up against somebody that is not making his debut in Dominic J 5000, and it should be an interesting match. So if you guys can hear me, I'm actually going to ask both of you to go off AFK and we can get this first game underway.
And Wolf, if you don't mind me saying, that's just, you know, it's so generous of you guys to have organized that for him. Really, the work you guys put in to bring the community together, hats off to you guys. Really, thank you so much.
No, only a pleasure, and thanks for that, Stabs. You know, it's always good to see the community grow, and I mean, you know, when these guys come forward and say that they want to be part of stream, that's really what the CharlieWolfGaming is all about. Getting people on stream, getting people to showcase what they are able to do, and it's no different tonight. We're going to see what Checkmate is able to do, going up against Dominic J 5000. And this guy, as I mentioned before, guys, he's asked to play Checkmate. So, guys, if you don't know, this is a 1st to 5 setting between Checkmate and Dominic J 5000. As you can see there, Stabs, it actually has gone for the Scorpion pick. Dominic J with the Johnny Cage pick. And yeah,
that's very strong characters.
No, absolutely. And I mean, even though Johnny Cage has been nerfed to the ground, I still think he is extremely strong. And you know what I like about this particular build of Scorpion that we're going to see from Checkmate here is he's equipped a Demon Breath. It's not a move that you see too often, and he uses it quite effectively. So it's going to be quite an interesting game here.
Good conversion there. Oh, interesting. Low starter to teleport straight. I mean, I can't imagine that's safe. All can actually convert. But it's working out for their good space and good stagger.
And I think his variation name is probably just him talking to himself about input errors must fall. You know, I have played with him on the second day, as he closed it out at first. On the second day that he had access to the PlayStation, you know, we had a couple of games, and I was seeing, quite admittedly, there were quite a few input errors coming through from Checkmate. Dominic J 5000 says, today I pipe you. Something Dominic is all too familiar with in terms of the pipe lingo.
Never heard of pipe lingo, Kev. Can you inform me there?
I'm not too sure either. Is that Demon Breath safe on block if you amp it?
I would imagine it's safe on block if you amp it, yeah, but I've actually never played with that particular move, and as a result, there's not too much about the move that I actually know.
Very unsafe move there from Dominic, not confirming into his Oh, he had an opportunity to fail blow there. Oh, and a grab and a freeze, or is that the round in that side and I just missed it?
While Dominic J5000 closes out that first, or that second round rather. Lucky at the end that Scorpion didn't have any meter to cancel that teleport, and as a result ended up with the unsafe move, and Dominic J5000, you know, took full advantage of it.
Sabs, are you saying anything?
I've got a bit of lag on my side.
To see what's happening in chat here as these guys are slugging it out, going into the third round here. Anything can happen at this point, but again, Dominic J5000 not hitting that block button on time and is suffering a decent sized combo there, followed by a crushing blow, reverse grab, and Checkmate takes a 1-0 lead over Dominic J5000. Impressive way to start the setup, I must be honest with you. I mean, it went down to the third round. I think Checkmate at the end of that ran away with that third round though, but for the first and second round it did look fairly even, and you know, I will be surprised if we're going to see a character swap coming through from Dominic J5000. Now I really think that he showed enough promise with that Johnny Cage pick for him to just stick to the character and go into the second match maybe with a little bit of confidence now that those early game jitters is hopefully out of the system.
Oh, definitely. You always got to. First match in any kind of first five setting is something you definitely need to get used to. So yesterday I played in the pro com. Name drop. What's up? What's up?
Congrats on that, by the way. You did really well, Phil. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, man. I felt like I had a good run, but something that I tried to do, and I think that it's definitely a competitive mindset that you need to do when going into these sets, is play each match very. What's the word? What my coach said was you gotta evolve during the match and watch for any kind of changes, and you need to really be playing the learning mechanism straight through and in and out. That first match of the first 5 set means everything. If you can adapt and evolve from that, you can, you know, anything can happen.
Dominic J5000 sticking with the Johnny Cage pick here.
Well, he amplified that Demon Breath now and block, and it was very much unsafe as Dominic missed the punish but landed the first hit of it at least.
So it looks like Demon's Breath is not safe, even if enhanced.
Guys in chat, if you can maybe just confirm. Lebo Mzimbi, I see you in chat. Welcome. Huyo, I see you. Valk Overkill, I see Parasarama in chat as well. As usual, we see Ngoni. Ngoni, where is you rooting for those likes, please, guys? And also, if you don't know this, both CharlieWolfGaming as well as FGC Africa are streaming on both YouTube as well as Twitch. So this live stream is appearing on Twitch as well. If you would like to, please just go to my Twitch channel. I will leave the Twitch channel link in the chat below. And just have a look and tell us if you like what you're seeing on the Twitch side of things as well. The feedback that we've got thus far has been absolutely fantastic. And what's also absolutely fantastic right now is the way that Checkmate is just dominating Dominic J5000 right now. Oh.
Yeah, this corner pressure is quite intense. Dominic obviously looking for an option. Gets a good low starter there. Good switch up change.
Grab.
Ben, I'll tell you what, when I get one of those down twos done to me by my team members, one of them in chat currently, my day's pretty much ruined.
I want to point out there that Checkmate squeezed in 2 standing 4s after that teleport amp on that one combo there, scoring 317 damage.
But in corner.
I've tried that in the lab, and squeezing in 2 standing 4s after a teleport is not easy.
Some little hidden tech there for the viewers.
Well, what it also tells me, guys, is that in terms of just becoming accustomed to the PS4 controller, it looks like Checkmate is obviously having a much easier time if he's able to do combos that stabs. If you can say that it's not easy to do, and it seems like he's already doing it, having the PS4 for not even 2 weeks. I think it's safe to say that getting used to the controller is something that's becoming part of Checkmate's arsenal now. And you know, that it bodes well for the future. I mean, Checkmate is obviously looking to compete in the kind of Africa tournament to prove to everybody that he is in fact the best player in Africa, and he's got every opportunity to do that with the matches on stream, the tournament coming up, and I'm sure guys, you guys are going to be calling him out in the PSN as well, just in terms of asking for games, labbing with the dude, and at the same time getting yourselves ready as well. So 2-0 to Checkmate at the moment. Unsafe there by Checkmate, and Dominic only 163 combo, manages to clean up on that combo as well. Gets Checkmate pushed into the corner, down to... It looks more like the non-amplified Demon Breath is the safe option. The unsafe option would be the amplified one, because it looks like he's advancing as he's busy spitting out this breath. So I'm not sure what the frame data is on that. If somebody in chat, maybe Parastorama or somebody who plays Scorpion. Oh, and I think this might just be it. No, but Dominic J manages to get that breakaway. Is he going to be able to keep his composure? And a great mic duck there from Checkmate, and closes it out with a 1-1-2.
Round 2, fight.
Very interesting observation being made here by RDW17, saying Checkmate's grab tech's on point. Don't think he's been thrown yet.
I did see, you know, Dominic committing to those strings just a little behind. Hoping he's able to catch up. But he needs to make some changes, yeah. Obviously getting a little bit stifled by the Scorpion pressure. There was a good punish earlier.
Yeah, I think that back one is unsafe as well from Scorpion. I think it's back one where he pulls the sword out, he goes on side swap.
Yeah.
Negative 14.
On its own, it's quite unsafe, yeah. Oh, and Checkmate just converts into a fatal blow off the forward 4-2, and is it forward 4-2, forward 4-1? But he cancels into the fatal blow, and in double quick time, he stormed into a 3-0 lead here, guys, and looking very comfortable at this point of the first to 5 set.
And these being first to 5, there's still the possibility that we could see a reverse 5 earlier. We've seen that on stream a couple of times, so anything's possible at this point still.
100%. Wolf, can I ask you just a favor, please? Can you lower the Discord share quality?
I'm sure I can do that. Let me just stop sharing for a second, and I'll bring the sharing back up.
Thank you.
Scorpion. Tank garage bunker.
Yeah, we all still, yeah.
Can you see it?
It's coming through now.
Okay, Checkmate 3, Dominic J 5000 0.
We're watching Mortal Kombat 1 now.
MK3, but at least it won't freeze.
Round 1, fight.
Okay, Dominic J 5000 reverted to the Liu Kang now. Guys, if you are in chat, please do not forget, just drop that chat for a while. Leave a like or a dislike. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing, especially if you are enjoying what you are seeing tonight. And yeah, as soon as you do that, you can just go back into chat, enjoy yourselves, and yeah, we're going to keep our eye on the chat here, because I'm sure there's going to be quite a few comments coming through from the guys that are viewing these particular matches. The match coming here after, guys, is a match between the Khan of Africa himself, Killjoy, and the good Dr. FTS Parastorama. It's the night of the Shaolin tonight, isn't it?
Tell you what, we're definitely going to be hella biased when it comes to the match between our one and only FTS coach.
Panda Bear, I see you. Do not worry, we do see you. Just making us aware that he is in fact here. Donovan Murugan, Renir, Tuta, I see you.
I had a great running with Panda Bear in AK Slay's Titans of Africa Nightwolf only series, which is a nice preparation for my competition yesterday. And Panda proving once again that he can play every single character. And a really good
a beast.
Absolute beast.
And that's a flawless from Checkmate FGC, doing very well in that round. Not giving Dominic J 5000 a chance to breathe.
So Character change looking okay. And Dominic with another name called the Art of Piping, but maybe getting piped himself, if that's the correct term.
Yeah, I'm yet to find out what pipe actually means. I just know that it's something that Dominic has kind of used quite frequently in recent chats on the various group chat that he's part of. But you know, it has to be said here, just in terms of clean play here, guys. Checkmate looking extremely solid in all 4 of the games that he's played thus far. Timeless Dawn, I see you in chat as well. AK Slay, Zaza, I tune in and I find a 4-0.
Look, Dominic falling for some staggers, some high intensity pressure, couple mistakes on punished moves,
Some unsafe staggers as well catching it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you see the unsafe strings, but you know there's something about that muscle memory that is very hard to push past, and you know in the competitive scene, you know those simple mistakes are everything, literally everything.
Good
You make one
reversal punish
mistake.
there by Dominic J 5000 coming through. That block spear.
Ooh, Wolf, you got a frog in your throat there, pal. Can we clear it?
You okay,
Yeah,
there,
it's like
Wolf?
just took my voice away there for a second.
Did Dominic or Checkmate take your breath away?
No.
It was your son.
1-1 big block, great flawless block coming through, reverse grab coming through from Checkmate here, pushes Dominic into the corner, back 3.
This is
Runs
gonna be a
again, we might
KD.
see a fatal blow combo here.
Oh,
Oh, he
50%?
drops it
No.
unfortunately.
He's going for the optimal. Dropped it, unfortunately. He's going to get
And he
chopped out by
gets
that
his
human
last
race.
breath taken away, and Scorpion and Checkmate FGC now finds himself on match point.
As
feel
the,
like-
the birthday boy has joined the chat, so he hasn't heard everyone obviously wishing him. So guys, if you see him in chat, please wish Brian, look, the Picasso of Africa, a big happy birthday there.
Yeah, happy birthday, Blano.
Great to see you here, saying he just got home now. Didn't miss too much. Unfortunately, we are seeing Dominic J 5000 struggling to just get to grips with, I think, the cleanliness of the Scorpion player.
Simple staggers are working in Checkmate's favor here. You know, a quick, yeah, fantastic. You know, and just like that, that's a quick 5-0. And you love to see a good old mercy. And you know, if it works, abuse it. If you're getting hit by the overheads, use it. If you're getting hit by the stagger punishes, and then that simple spacing that Checkmate was doing, going back as soon as Dominic was advancing, just clean Scorpion play. You know, I guess Scorpion Tech 101. And just like that, we're done with our first match, eh, Wolf?
Yeah, just like that. And, you know, it has to be said, probably one of the neatest Scorpions I've ever seen. And, I mean, you know, Dominic J 5000, as we know, is no slouch. He's been on the scene for a while. He plays a decent Johnny Cage, a decent Liu Kang as well. He dabbled in other characters as well. But I just think the way that Checkmate approached this game, clean, solid, very, very assured of how he was going to go about this. And, I mean, in double quick time, we've seen Checkmate storm into a 5-0 lead, and Checkmate's a victor in your first game. So congratulations to Checkmate. Big up to Dominic J 5000 for calling Checkmate out and saying, dude, I really want to play you. It's happened here on CharlieWolfGaming, and unfortunately for Dominic J 5000, probably not what you would have wanted it to be in terms of scoreline, but great showing from both these guys. So well played to both the competitors. And
Definitely.
yeah, any thoughts on that particular match there, guys?
I think Brian Blano put it quite well in the chat there, saying that I think the controller is no longer an issue. You know, I hardly saw any input errors there. You know, no input errors must fall. Definitely smooth play, great precision, and you can see he's definitely going to be walking away with his head held high with, you know, 2 5-0s back to back. I think people are going to be wanting to gun him now.
Well, definitely. And I mean, I think it has to be said there, you know, that level of Scorpion play, that cleanliness, yeah, I think Brian Luke hit the nail on the head there. Controller issue is definitely not an issue any longer. And yeah, Great showing by
Absolutely.
Checkmate. Well done to both these guys. Wanted to do a
Just going off
friendship.
what you said there.
Crossed my heart. I saw that movement there, Checkmate. Next time, try holding the block button and hit the one button at the same time. Auto friendship. Great showing. On to the next match.
Is that what he was trying at the end there? I thought, or was the mercy a mistake?
No, after the mercy. After the mercy. After the mercy, he wanted to go in and dish out the friendship. Unfortunately, the inputs. Maybe I think that was maybe the only input error that I could see in that entire set.
Yeah.
Well, Kev, what do you think Dominic could have done differently with his Johnny Cage? I think you've dabbled in Johnny before.
I have not. I've never used Johnny.
Is it Charlie
I
that I'm
mean,
thinking?
I've selected Johnny in the lab so I can beat him up, but that's about as far as I got.
Yeah,
Just give him a good old catch.
Johnny was actually my day one main, believe it or not, guys. And looking at that particular game, I think the one thing that I would have probably done a bit differently with Dominic J, and I think it goes for any Scorpion player that you're playing against. You actually don't want to chase him. Scorpion's game plan is always to just keep his distance, play around with the teleports, and I think anybody playing against a Scorpion is kind of just advised not to chase down the Scorpion player. Unfortunately, from Dominic's point of view, Checkmate didn't actually back away too much. He was actually more in Dominic's face than any other Scorpion player I would see, and very difficult. But I mean, just don't leave damage on the table. Playing against an opponent like Checkmate, you do not want to leave damage on the table. Capitalize on your combo damage. There was one instance where I think you mentioned, guys, that he could have finished it off with a fatal blow, but didn't. Checkmate did the air escape and ended up taking that particular round. And I mean, sometimes in a match like that, taking a round is basically all that you need just to establish a bit of momentum, and anything could have happened.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't think he should have gone for the optimal there because just doing a straight 1-2-3 combo there into fatal blow would have taken that round for him. That could have given him the confidence boost he needed to continue winning. But like you said, Seawolf, Checkmate just playing absolutely clean. His spacing was good, his reads were good, and he was squeezing in his optimals every chance he had, and it paid off.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you what, Scorpions are... there is a particularly play style for that kind of character that needs to be played, and I know that you've been adopting that as well with your Sonya. It's that mid-game noosh is the word that people love to use for it. That, the noosh, the backdash to stagger lows to constant overheads. If you're getting mixed by it, and you're gonna constantly, if your opponent sees you're gonna constantly fall for it, they're gonna constantly go for it again. And you could clearly see in that matchup that that's exactly what was going on. And in double quick time, it was over. But just like that, we got our FGS brother in the Koth.
Arrow, the good doctor, welcome. This is going to be a good match. I'm excited.
My personal coach, my man, sat with me yesterday throughout the whole of my stream on my run yesterday. And just when I was making silly mistakes, re-advising me, just a great community member for everyone, and it's not just for me that he does this for. He helps out anyone. He just advises them what to do, and he also comes in for great color commentary on Charlie Wolf streams. Talking about Charlie Wolf streams, if you're not following him on Twitter, that's where you need to be. Following him on Twitter, following him on YouTube, following him on Twitch now, which I believe he posted in
Please,
this.
guys, go over to the Twitch channel. Even if you are used to and accustomed to being part of the YouTube chat, just go over to the Twitch channel. I've left the chat, or the link in the chat is also in the description of the video. Visit the Twitch channel. Let me know what the quality is like. The feedback, as I mentioned before, is extremely good. Be first hand and see what it's all about. We are trying to get more streams, streamed directly onto Twitch. And this is just the start of things to come. So please go into the Twitch stream for a while, check it out, come back to YouTube, continue having fun in the chat, and we're just waiting for the Khan of Africa to join us in the Koth lobby to get the second and final game of the evening a very, very short stream compared to what we used to. He's just stepped in right now, so we're about to get the second match underway. Parasurama versus AI Killjoy 837. This should be a humdinger, guys.
It's a quick fix of some Mortal Kombat 11 on this chilled Sunday night.
You gotta love it. Me and Stabs were just having a good old MKX back-to-back sesh there, and something about playing some Mortal Kombat on a Sunday, just to end off the week, something something to stretch the mind a little bit. Come hang out, chill out, put on TV, grab a beer if you feel like it. If the beer's not your thing, grab something else. But this should be an awesome match. Killjoy, the current Kana Africa. Who can dethrone him? I posted the sign-up links in the tournament, and if you guys aren't, tomorrow is Combat Africa. I've seen quite a few interesting names signed up for tomorrow. Very excited to see that go down. I believe Shokan and the Only Onko will be your hosts tomorrow, so watch out for that. They'll be very exciting to see. And if guys, contact Charlie. He's got multiple series going on, Salt Series, Combat Africa on Mondays, Salt Series on Thursdays, and multiple other streams. Come play, get involved, let's go. And saying that, people wanting to get involved, there's things going down in the chat.
Well, being the host and the home of the Salt series, a little bit of things going down in the chat is never too far away from the realities that is CharlieWolfGaming. But right now we've got Parasurama going up against the Khan of Africa himself. The guy who, at this point, is yet to be dethroned. And it has to be said here, guys. His last couple of appearances on stream has probably not been as good as what he would have liked it to be. But you can just take absolutely nothing away from Killjoy. A great champion, humble in defeat, humble in victory. He's just one of those guys that just gets under your skin in a very, very good way. And here he's going up against Parasurama's Johnny Cage. I must be honest with you, this is the very first time I've seen Johnny Cage being controlled by Parasurama.
And it's called Pipe Schools.
Everyone on the pipe train tonight.
Yeah, Paris clearly paying attention to the lingo. Don't even be fooled, kids. Para will mix your shit. In the
Guys,
new
you
pipe.
can just excuse me for a second. You can keep the crowd entertained. I'll be back in about a minute.
Now, Shelterville, I've noticed Killjoy has his variation name set there as Swag Zero. Now, do you think he's saying Sub-Zero has zero swag? Or do you think he's saying that Sub-Zero is swagalicious? What do you think?
Saw him on Twitter that day say that, like, listen, Scrub-Zero is, he is probably like an easy character to play, and he he will mix your shit before you even know that you were mixed.
He will schmix you, and I mean, how much swag can you really pull out of a forward team slide? Think about it.
You know what, online, that's free. If you're not playing local, that 4-2 low is unreactable, and that's just me because I'm trash, clearly. And I got 3-0'd by a Sub-Zero yesterday in the tournament, and actually a really nice guy, Dark Conflictus. Check him out on Twitter, really nice guy. Maybe one of the best Sub-Zeros in the EU. And you know what? It doesn't make it hurt less. Okay.
No, it doesn't. And I think the one change that they could make to MK11 to really make it perfect is just add 60 frames, startup frames to the 4-2. Just 60.
Just 60 would do. Great read there from Tara. Great spacing just to obviously, both these characters, great flawless. He's got a good opportunity here with Killjoy in the corner and takes full advantage of it. Opportunity for an anti-air there and a flawless. It gets caught by the Schmicks. This is going to be 1-2 unflawless. Yeah, death. Great showing there from Para to keep up that pressure and a great flawless. Just one or two reads in that corner from, I guess, good round one rim. I think that round, that match could have gone either way, and the scoreboard won't reflect it.
It really could have.
Yeah.
Both players taking a round each, and then both all the way down to life alert. So it really could have gone either way, both showing a very strong performance at the moment. But I mean, would you expect anything less? I mean, we've got some beast of players over here.
that me and you have been playing Paris since, I mean, day one. Day one of our joining of the Steam community back in the day. So Para is not new to the scene. So it's definitely interesting to see him keep up with arguably one of the best players in Africa.
That's right. And I think I might have twisted his arm to reinstall MKX, so he might be joining us on the next run back next Sunday.
That'd be great. I'll tell you what, that man also played half the roster.
I see a couple of things going down in
First
the
to
chat.
5, Para.
Sorry, Seawolf?
No, just clarifying, as a first to 5, 100% there, Sheldon. I see a couple of things going on here. I see Katlego, Maniki, quite impressed by Checkmate's games, asking him for some games. Guys, if you guys are not too busy on Thursday, how's about the exhibition on Thursday evening?
Where's that? Lebwaki?
That would be Meineke.
Manki, KB, yeah.
Very competent Kumrao player in our scene.
I'm not a fan of Johnny Cage, but I'm glad about the fact that his pants are green, and that reminds me of Reptile, so I'll deal with it.
Look, are we going to talk about it? Combat Pack 3 is surely with the movie.
Reptile confirmed, KP3, it's happening. It's just,
Like it makes sense. Charlie, what do you think?
It does make sense, providing that Reptile, if it does appear in Mortal Kombat 11, it doesn't come as the little Godzilla that we see in the Mortal Kombat movie trailer.
You know that's gonna
that kaiju-looking thing.
Oh, like an actual reptile. It's gonna.
Well, I mean, he can look like that if they give us the human skin. Totally fine.
They probably will.
I think that's a good call. Well, is
But you know
anyone going
what
to say anything about the flawless block that we just saw coming from Killjoy though?
Missed it. My stream is delayed again, but I'm joining it back.
You should have seen the flawless block in Para the previous one.
Well, look, I think
Close it out with a crushing blow here.
379 damage of that one. Damage all the way to the bank, and closes that match out with a 4-2. Of course.
it's got to be done.
Yeah.
I got
Of course,
4-2 brutality, not unlocked clearly for Killjoy because I got 4-2 brutality yesterday. Oh, God damn.
So just tell me about yesterday. Sheldon, I obviously was unable to make it. I was away all day of yesterday. But you obviously look like it sounds like you had quite a good time in your little run in the Pro Com.
So I made it to the lower bracket top 16. Now I didn't really understand how this tournament works, but it's kind of like it's 100. Yesterday was 310 and only half checked in. So it's interesting to see. So when there's 150 people, make two brackets of 128. So they go round of 128, round of 128, and then they split it into obviously losers and upper round, so upper and lower. It's a cool format. Obviously the same double elimination, but it obviously stretches on for a long period of time. You don't play 4 games like we do and then you're in finals. It's a long run. So I played 8 games yesterday. So I went 6-2. If anyone wants to know what that means, I had 6 wins and 2 losses, and then I was out of the tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So for me, that was awesome. I played some great players. I had some really intense games. And the last person to take me out was a really good Jackie player here in the UK called Blaze99, and he went on to just be short of top 8 after me. So I was so close, but it feels like I'm only improving, if you know what I mean. But yeah, great run. Excited. You know what? I have only this to say, is that I feel like I'm an average sports player, but I'm able to keep up with it. And if the African scene can pop me, is the word, right? Can pop me.
I'm listening.
Imagine what they could do if they were given the access this side.
Well, doesn't it also just kind of bode well for, just in terms of the experience of waiting a bit longer than what you would usually do here if you were playing, a top 8 FGC Africa event? Because on the 6th of March, Sheldon, as you would very well know this, FGC Africa is going to be hosting the LCQ for the Khan of Africa event. We've already got 5 qualifiers. The LCQ is going to determine the final 3 who's going to basically make the top 8, which will be played on Sunday. But that Saturday is going to be jam-packed.
Yeah, it's going to be exactly like the format that I was experiencing yesterday, and you know, it's going to be a big full day of combat.
Well, that's what I was going to say, and I mean the guys will obviously, who are registered, just need to be aware of that, to just put your entire Saturday the 6th aside, so that you can get involved in your combat and possibly look to qualify based on that LCQ for the top 8 on the Sunday. But also, guys, if you haven't yet registered, please visit FGC Africa. I think all the videos, Sheldon, if I'm not mistaken, in the description there is the links to the smash.gg page where guys can register. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong here, there is a participant cap as it stands right now of 64 competitors.
That's right. We're keeping it at 64 just to not go, you know, this is hosted by FGC Africa. You know, it's 8 guys that are, you know, going to be, you know, giving up this fair time to, you know, further advance the African scene, and we thought that they will probably be the most manageable. And it's going to be exciting though, because big tournaments, you never know who you're going to get, because on the day it's going to be fully random. It's not placed on seed placement, anything like that. You could have an easy run, you could have a hard run, but you want to get those top 3 spots.
I want to share something, and I'm sure if he's listening here, he won't mind me sharing this. But as Paris Rama is looking to close out this particular match here with the fatal blow, is this going to kill, guys? Stabs in the head, still going to get a kick. Yeah, no, that's gone. And Killjoy goes down for the first time tonight. It's now, if I'm not mistaken, guys, 2-1 in favor of Killjoy.
In flavor works.
In flavor works for me too.
FTS.
In flavor works for me too.
Yeah, look, it's going to be, you know, it's exciting to see, you know, people, you know, Killjoy is obviously one of the seeds that automatically got placed in the finals. And that is because these players were competing in Combat Africa. We started off a new series, which was 8-man tournaments, and we took 5 players from those tournaments. It was the first 5 of the new series that included the countries that are obviously included, and we obviously left out the admin tournaments that we did. And those 5 people, you know, if you take part in Combat Africa, if you get part of the community, look what happens, you know. And it's really interesting to see how many people have been entering into Combat Africa afterwards, because, you know, this kind of thing can strike at any time.
I wonder
and
if
we've obviously got...
Sorry, I was watching what Killjoy was doing now, and I wonder if that is... If the spamming Scorpion is sending a message, or was it just him having fun with Scorpion?
Yeah, look, Para's Bay is Scorpion. Him and I would easily say that Para's Scorpion is probably one of his best main characters. And yes, Para coming into the chat and dropping some...
Talking while playing.
Something while playing, yeah. Pipe things. Pipe and pole.
But now, does Killjoy have a Scorpion? Because I don't recall ever seeing him use one.
Killjoy's got everyone. Killjoy's got an everyone, and Killjoy's anyone will basically give anybody a hard time. Great micro duck there, but a great grab take from Killjoy as well. Guys, I'm sure you won't mind me sharing this with you, but just thought it's such a nice touch in terms of what we do as a community. Checkmate just got a message from his dad saying, "Congratulations, son. Well played. Extremely proud of you. Can't wait for your next fight." I'm sorry, guys, but I'm a soppy guy. That to me is so touching.
Oh, you gotta love to see that, hey? When
no, absolutely. I mean, you just have to love it. You know, I've seen on the PC side of things, one of our, in fact, 2 of our sibling competitors in Jim Chori and Evo invited their sister, their dad, their cousin, everybody to the stream chat. And in the stream chat, it was saying, Kiana, we're tuning in to watch our kids have some fun on Mortal Kombat. So it's just so nice to hear things like that. I also think I missed something in the chat here, guys.
Wolf, I was checking it earlier. I wasn't sure if you wanted to announce it, but Checkmate was asking about announcing his next opponent.
Well, yeah, please. Well, it's here, first of all. We've obviously got something planned for you as well, Checkmate, but let's hear who your next opponent is, according to you. And, you know, if it's something that we can get on CharlieWolfGaming, we'll make it happen.
You know, to be honest with you guys, I don't think anyone in my family has stomach watching this game. That's probably why I never get any support from them when I'm playing on stream.
Yeah, I got my boys, they love it. I've got my cousins, they love it. My dad and my mom knows that I play it, but they won't necessarily watch it. I used the Mortal Kombat X Sub-Zero Classic Fatality just to show my dad what it's all about, and he just said, ooh. So I think that was enough for me to say, you know what, I'm not going to.
My mom still thinks I'm a Liu Kang.
Too much.
My mom still thinks I'm a Kung Lao main. Every time she goes, I'm like, oh, I'm playing in a Mortal Kombat tournament today. She goes, oh, you're playing the guy with the spinny hat. I'm like, nah, ma, that's over.
But you know, guys like us, we've been in the FGC scene for so long. We've been getting desensitized to this kind of violence since, what was it, 1992? When MK1 first came out?
1992.
Yeah, we're getting old, guys.
It is surprising to see people's reaction. Hey, Kev, a couple of my English mates here, they hadn't obviously seen Mortal Kombat, and I told them, you know, this is a big game for me. Oh, Killjoy, cleanly executed. We're busy chatting away here, and I must say that Para was having a great showing in the corner there when being pressured.
He was.
But
I think the problem for Para was that attempted short hop, because Jade has the most odd hitting short hop kick. It looks like that thing has absolutely no range. Now I'm hoping that there's not going to be a lag out here. I see there seems to be a bit of a lag every time this closing animation does take place. So yeah, let's just see if this game is going to hold. Killjoy storms into a 3-1 lead. But yeah, as we were talking here, guys, it did seem to be a very close game between Jade. Parasurama has left the game, unfortunately, so we are going to just get Parasurama back with the score at 3-1.
yes, Para is aware that it is a first to fire.
The Jade pick definitely looked like it was doing better than his Johnny Cage pick against the Sub-Zero.
Okay,
So Shelt, you say you were on comms with Para yesterday during your tournament. Is that why you were talking to yourself on stream the whole time?
So he was obviously, you know, he was obviously in my ears.
And, we couldn't hear him.
No, you can hear him, but obviously you're just hearing me talk to myself like a manic man. But I'm going to trim the video down because obviously there was a long wait in losers because there's so many winners matches going to play and there's long gaps between the play. And as soon as it makes top 8, the tournament stopped. And it's actually live now, the top 8. But yeah, it's you know what I think tournament players, I mean, obviously if you're into Mortal Kombat and you want to become a better player, there's nothing like playing competitively. Now look, it's not for everyone. Some people like to use Mortal Kombat as, you know, whatever tool you like. For me, Mortal Kombat has always been a great social platform for me. I've made great friends and it's nice to have a sit and a chat and catch up while just beating the shit out of each other.
Exactly right.
But for me, it's also, I'm very competitive, so I love to get better. And there's nothing like playing in a tournament and getting through those nerves. And that's a big thing that we've been, you know, the FGC Africa admins and mods have been trying to do is get Africa on the forefront of this, because we need to get on that level. We need to be playing in competitive environments to play with the big dogs overseas, and slowly but surely we are advancing that, and you know, things are happening. We've got something in the works, FGC Africa, with a big name, but we won't say too much just yet. I'll just give you guys, you know, subtle drops, but as soon as we can drop it, you will know. And FGC Africa has obviously got Corner Africa, competitive environment, 1,600 bronze on the deck. The Steam community is now in Combat Africa's rotation. Good to see everyone coming in to play in their competitive environment. And yeah, it's me just talking rubbish while we get, you know, the boys back into the car. It looks like we're having a little bit of connection issues. But Kev,
Oh, but
I mean, that's what I think. What do you think?
I think you're absolutely right, especially what you were saying regarding the experience and fighting through the nerves. That is something that you can only get through by playing in the competitive scene. So many guys, they're so talented and they've got this crazy level of skill when you play against them locally or just like 1v1s or whatever. And when you see them go into stream and you see them fall apart, it's heartbreaking because all they're battling with, they're just battling with the nerves. The only way to fight through that is to go into the competitive scene or onto streams consistently, to get that experience.
Yeah, you got to do it over and over and over again until you improve. And if anything, that was, I guess that was my reaction from yesterday. The first qualifier I entered, I went 2 and 2, and then this time I went 6 and 2. So the next time I'm gonna hope to go 7 and 2, 8 and 2, and try and make top 8. And I guess that's the same kind of thing with Combat Africa. Everyone that joins every time, like, oh damn, I went 0 and 2. Oh, but this time I went 1 and 2. This time I went 3 and 4. Oh, so actually you can't go 3 and 4. This time I went 5 and 2. I almost made top 8. It's a thing it needs to do. But Wolfie, I see we back.
Yeah. Both players had some difficulty getting back into the car, but I think Killjoy was calling out frantically for Para to go for the Scorpion pick, but Para obviously feeling quite comfortable with the Jade pick.
Look, I've played Para's Jade and it can be literally irritating. If you're not patient, Jade will easily take a good 30% off of you before you know it, and then you'll be at full screen and have to eat all that zoning.
Well, I remember the MK11 beta, where we only had access to 5 characters, and I actually found Parasterama in the casual matches that you could only that was all you could do when the beta was
nice.
released. And he actually chose Jade. I was very much into Baraka at the time. And his Jade at that time, vanilla Jade annihilated me. But then again, it was a vanilla Baraka as well.
Vanilla Baraka. What's up, Jervs? I see you in chat. Thanks for saying what's up, man. Yeah, look, the beta was exciting. There is nothing exciting like having a game that you love. And I think it's much like this new movie, whereas you gotta wonder the people on Twitter that I saw were, trashing the trailer because there was like 1 or 2 things that they didn't get, like in the trailer. But the majority of the trailer, for me, felt like huge fan service to us MK fans.
Definitely.
It was amazing.
I was almost in tears when I saw MK11 Shao Kahn design in the movie. I was like, dude.
Killjoy's going to close this round up with a crushing blow. Good old ice ball into standing for crushing blow. Fatal blow.
Well, I have to say this, guys, because it seems as if the closer we're getting to kind of Africa, the more confident Killjoy is becoming on stream, the more he's just getting used to the feeling of playing different characters. Because I saw him play Robocop against Law, didn't do too well. I saw him play the Great Brutality coming out there as well. I saw him play Johnny Cage against Mr. 5000. Great, back and forth game that we saw there between those 2 giants. I think it was last week Thursday where we saw him pull out Sub-Zero, and he took that, I think 5-2, if I'm not mistaken, or 5-3 over Panda Bear. So he's definitely becoming confident. He's definitely becoming a bit more comfortable going into the kind of Africa. And that's maybe sending a statement to the rest of the African community. He's not going to let his title go without the fight. And I think we're seeing just a little bit of what we can expect from Killjoy, the Khan himself, come the kind of Africa tournament from his point of view on the 7th of March.
Well, up 4-1 at the moment, doing
up
very well.
Up 4-1, he's basically on match point right now. I am Grootey in chat.
Para making the Shao Kahn pick. I'll tell you what, I've never been down forward more times in my MK career than what I have playing against Para. He makes such excellent use of the downfall tool. It almost makes me feel like I'm playing Mortal Kombat 11 for the first day. I've just picked it up and I'm an absolute noob. That's how he makes me feel when I'm playing against him.
Round 1, fight.
God, dude. So yeah, Para's Shao Kahn is super irritating. Get ready for downfall pokes I didn't know it was possible for the sweep. For Shao Kahn's sweep to be so plus that he can still down one after it. It's so quick.
I mean, whose idea was it to put a character in the game who's down 4 reaches full screen? Whose idea was that?
Well, whoever's idea was, it's probably the same guy that decided that Devora's jump 1 is going to reach full screen as well. So I'll take that guy.
You cannot anti-air Devora. I don't care what anyone says. You just, well, I can't. It's impossible.
Sparrow just decides enough is enough here. Goes for the raw shoulder charge.
Catching the man pressing buttons. There's that down 4 we were talking about.
Full screen down 4. At least it's not unblockable.
Blino must be happy with what he's seeing on stream right now, because a huge Shao Kahn fan in Blino. Watching one of his favorite players in FTS Parasurama choose the Shao Kahn, but Killjoy just looking in absolute control here.
And were those teabags installed?
Tweety in chat saying that shoulder charge was actually calculated. I do not disagree. Para, don't be caught pressing buttons for that.
I'm pretty sure I saw some teabags out of Killjoy there for a second in the corner.
Yeah, see, Checkmate just announcing in chat that he's called for his next opponent. And there is a little bit of a hint for anybody who's interested to see who Checkmate's next opponent will be. Hint, a cowboy, a lady, and a smiley face. And a picture of Jigsaw saying let the game begin. But guys, enough of Checkmate for now. We've got Killjoy just going absolutely ham here.
This is game.
He decides to do a bit of a dance.
Consorama,
Not just yet, he dishes out the Mercy. And that's a teabag. That is a teabag. Killjoy just having some fun, but at the same time, just sending a statement, not to Para, I don't think, but just to anybody who's thinking of taking his title here. And I mean, looking at this comfort that Killjoy is playing here, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm looking forward to the kind of Africa tournament on the 6th and the 7th of March, guys, because the action we're going to see in that particular tournament, in my mind, is going to be out of this world.
definitely, Wolf. It's gonna, it's heavyweight galore. Those last 3 spots are gonna
grab.
And again, animations either cause Para to disconnect, or it's one of these lag issues again that we experienced in this match before. But guys, that's your kind of Africa. Sending a statement to anybody wanting to think that they have a chance to take this throne. It's not going to happen without the kind of Africa himself going without the fight. And I'm almost certain we're going to see a friendship here.
100%. Both of these guys are big fans of the friendship, and I know that they are also good friends in real life. Para, though, will mind you, he did teabag me the other day. Unbeknownst to me, I've never seen the man do it, and he decided on that day he was going to bag me.
Now, can I take some credit here, Sheldon? I have to take some credit here because the Salt series was actually the good doctor himself's outlet to do a teabag without feeling too bad.
I know.
And I think I opened up a can of worms when I introduced the Salt series, because for the first time, like you say, I saw the good doctor himself dish out a teabag on stream, and I thought, what is the world coming to?
You have honestly opened up a can of worms. The friendliest player is doing the most insulting thing you can do in Mortal Kombat, and you think that brutalities and fatalities would be the actual outlet. No. Para's not gone and resorted to the bags.
The good doctor himself.
Well, that's just the wonderful thing about Mortal Kombat 11. It just allows people to express themselves in a way that they could not necessarily express themselves previously. I mean, listen, we all love games, but I think this game just gives you a little bit of something extra. There's so many options, there's so much content in the game. It's just a well put together package, and it's something for everybody. And I mean, for me personally, guys, for me as a YouTube streamer or a streamer, a tournament host, a content producer, whatever you want to call me, gosh, it's just an absolute pleasure to be able to sit here and just bring community members together and just express themselves in a way that they feel comfortable with, doing the thing that they absolutely love. And yeah, that's why I love doing what I'm doing. I love the game. I love streaming. I love the YouTube side of things. Getting excited about the Twitch side of things. Community growth is where it's at, and yeah, it's just great to see that, a year and a bit ago, not even a year ago, in fact, the very first CharlieWolfGaming stream happened last year in May. I don't know if you remember that Fatal 8 tournament that we had to kickstart the new channel.
I think I was there, Wolfie.
I think you might have been. Gosh.
Maybe Brian, I don't know. It was one of us, but we were there.
You were definitely there in the chat, I know. But I think I think it contained 8 of South Africa's best. It was taken by Extra92 on the night. That tournament went from 8 o'clock the evening till 1 o'clock the next morning, and the chat was still buzzing at that time. It was just fantastic. And I mean, now we've at 350 plus subscribers, guys. Big just word of appreciation from my side for everything that you guys do to make these streams as exciting as they are. Special thanks tonight to, first and foremost, the FTS boys, Stabs and the Shalzable, for joining me on the commentary desk.
What up? All good.
And it's definitely not going to be the last time either of you are going to be alongside me calling these hype matches.
Oh yeah, Charlie, it was great fun. It was exciting to watch. There's nothing like hanging out and chatting with the guys. Really good to see both of you guys and just having a good chat. I do want to say one thing. I see Cheddar, my toasted sandwich, is in the chat, and me and him have got some formulated beef that needs to go down on that Assault series, Wolfie. I need to settle it.
Well, Thursday there just happens to be a slot. So Cheddar, reach out to me if you're available, Shalzable. Well, let's make it happen.
I'm available.
Thursday. Let's make it happen on Thursday.
He's already chirping in the chat. We need to make it happen.
I'ma clap you. And then, guys, to the competitors tonight. I know it's been a short stream, but there was method to the madness. I still got 20 minutes before the Manchester United match comes on. But big thank you to Dominic J5000 and Checkmate for agreeing to play on stream tonight. Thank you for the entertaining match. And then thank you to FTS Parasurama, the good doctor himself, and the Khan of Africa, AI Skilljoy 837, making a statement as far as I'm concerned, guys. This guy is not going to let his title, his crown go without putting on a fight. And the 6th and the 7th of March on FGC Africa is where it's going to happen. And then also, just again, we've started the stream by saying this, and we're going to end the stream by saying this. A big happy birthday to the Picasso of the FGC, Mr. Brian Luke, Blino himself. As you can see, Blino, because you've earned yourself a break today, being your birthday, I've had to resort to generic holding screens just to keep my stream alive. But I'm sure that when we resume on CharlieWolfGaming, we'll get some more fancy artwork. Maybe a Mona Lisa with a Melina picture in place of the Mona Lisa herself. Who knows? Anything is possible. No. Devora. It would look much nicer. Guys, just thank you so much. It's been absolutely fantastic. We'll see you on CharlieWolfGaming on Thursday. Do not forget, guys, tomorrow evening, Combat Africa Volume 34.
Yeah, it's 34 tomorrow. I see Rex Tudaki asking how to join. I have given him the sign-up links. Both of the links are in the chat. But guys, much easier than that is just go to FGC_Africa on Twitter. Join the Discord. All the links are there. I post them on Wednesdays or Thursdays, and they are there. So if you need them, you'll get them there quickly.
And Rex Tudaki, it's been a minute since we've last seen you on stream. So if you are going to be participating in Volume 34, and you do have Thursday available as well, give me a call. I would like to see you on CharlieWolfGaming as well. But guys, with that being said, thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's been epic. Thank you so much for your analysis, your color commentary, and just your presence. Absolutely fantastic. Just adding some additional life to the streams. Hope to see you guys soon. And then to the community, all 31 of you that's still in chat, Enjoy your Sunday evening. Be safe. Enjoy the week. See you next time.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.